All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Come on. Sorry about that. Was gonna try to do the live stream here, but this fucking background music is gonna give me shit. So we're just gonna go up to the room and do it there. Probably a lot easier. Because what happens with the background music is that it cuts out the video. But thank you for the 5x5. Um, Appreciate it. Ooh. Hey, how you doing? Tell you one thing, this hotel sucks. Super old. When you order food, it takes like 40 minutes just to get like a burger. It took 35 minutes to get a pizza that they threw in an oven. So, bizarro. Um, I was probably gonna go out and try to walk this, but whatever. This is only gonna be about a half hour. So bear with me a little bit till I get into the room. Actually, hold on. Let's see if I can give you guys a better view. So now you don't have to look at my face the entire time. But anyway, um, can you still hear the music? I guess you can. Shit. Give you guys a couple seconds of this view. No, not not Embassy Suite. It's Wyndham. So it's a Wyndham Hotel. You don't hear the music? All right, good. I can't hear the music. All right, good. I can still hear it. Did you do the? Yes, I did the tug of war. We lost. You know why? Because, like I explained earlier in the last live stream, I had sneakers on. My sneakers conveniently turned into butter. So we're slipping and sliding all over the place. It was fun, but next time I'm gonna put my boots on. It's not bad, but this is a very old hotel. I mean, the elevator is outdated. The They have one guy in the kitchen, and there are a lot of people here tonight. There were not as many here last night, um, and I guess with a lot of the traveling teams, they're like cycling through. So that's been a not that that's been a problem, but it's just a lot of people here. So whenever you order food, like last night I ordered a burger, I shit you not, it took almost 45 minutes for one burger. So, and today is Friday, right? Today's not Thursday. But I thought yesterday was Wednesday is wide into a 9 o'clock live stream. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought today was Thursday. So when I looked at the schedule last night, like 11 o'clock at night, my time, this time here, I was like, damn it. So whatever. So what happens when you get old? You lose track of time. You lose track of time. So tonight, guys, we're going to talk about rebuilding America and the problems that we would see in regards to rebuilding America. Now, I do want to talk about something a little later tonight. So if somebody could remind me, a little later tonight, I want to talk about the bird flu being airborne. And yes, they are starting that nonsense. They're trying to say in Czech Republic, they had a situation where the bird flu did something interesting. So we're going to talk about that a little later tonight. But I want to talk about that later tonight because we are undoubtedly, guys, going to see something. If this takes off, we're going to see something bad. If it doesn't, good. But if this takes off, this is going to be a way worse lockdown than we've ever seen in our entire life. So, don't sick birds fly. Yeah. Prep Revelator, thank you. So, guys, I had wrote down a bunch of notes, and of course, I left a lot of it in um, on the computer because it didn't update on my phone. So, bear with me a little bit on as far as the notes go. But the major problems with rebuilding America, guys, is something I was thinking about when watching Civil War. Right now, obviously, Civil War, it seems like one side in that movie won the fight, and the other side took a beating. Right, so obviously the side that was protecting the president of the United States, which I'm not mistaken, was the United States military. They took a huge beating in that movie. Just looking down makes me feel queasy. You should. So there's a ledge here that my camera's actually on. So there's a ledge right here that it's on. So if you go to one of the railings there, that gives you a feeling of vertigo. That's pretty crazy. When you lean on it, like you feel like you're gonna fall off. Don't fall off. That's the object of the game when you're standing on one of these things or against one of them. But anyway, um, before I get into the tonight's video, this grindstone event is pretty cool, right? So the Refuge Ruckus thing, this is pretty cool. This is the second year, so obviously there's not a lot of people here, a lot of vendors, but over the next couple of years, there's going to be, hopefully there's going to be more vendors uh, joining this event. Like I said, the event's pretty cool. The tug of war, they had, for those of you who watched the video earlier, they had a bouncy house for kids. I'm pretty sure if if you're a small adult, you could probably bounce around in there too. But it's not a bad event, man. These things are pretty cool. So a lot of these prepper events are really cool. Obviously, guys, if you go to a prepper event and it's his first year, it'll be a problem. But as they work out the kinks or work out the problems, they get better. This, from what I've been told, is running a lot smoother this year than it did last year. Carbon Cube will be the same time next year for the most part. So I might be speaking again next year. Apparently, some people liked what I said today. I didn't like it at all, but because I was shooting from the hips. But next year, I know pretty much what I want to talk about. So, someone said dope hotel. There's a hotel in Tennessee, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. If I go back there later this year for the fall shoot, I'll do a live stream in the hallway. You got to see that one. That's insane. It's a pretty cool hotel too. Fairly modern, not like this one stuck in the 60s. I'm pretty sure there's fucking people running around here with bell bottoms and afros. That's how old this building is. Thought I heard somebody fucking screaming some 60s music earlier this morning, but whatever. Um, Again, this is Fort Smith, Arizona. So it's like the land time forgot. There's meth heads running around. Meth heads around here are like rats. Like you see them slowly scurrying to you because meth heads don't move that fast. At least these that I saw, they were all slow and shit. But they're like rats. And then you look at them pass you, and then you turn behind you and they're gone. You're like, where the fuck that meth head go? Scurrying up a tree and shit, or slowly scurrying up a tree. But Arkansas, not Arizona. I didn't buy anything. Okay, no, that's a lie. I did buy something. I bought coffee from the Moose Coffee guy that I talked about early in my earlier live stream. Um, the coffee's good, man. I'm like, holy shit, the coffee's good. I bought 2 bags from him. Like, I needed more coffee, but yeah, I did. I'm in Arizona. I said Arkansas. I don't know where you're hearing Arizona. If I said Arizona, that's a mistake, but I'm in Arkansas. No, Hudson Valley. There were no knives here. Surprisingly so. I mean, listen, I have my favorite knife on my hip anyway. So there are people sitting down. Hold on, this is going to be there's people like I just hope my phone doesn't fall on top of them. But that's like the hangout area. That's a bar area, the lounge area there. Then there's breakfast here. I'm gonna tell you something right now, guys. I had breakfast this morning, or I was going to have breakfast over here, right? That's where the breakfast was, and lunch is in that area right here. I went in there to go eat breakfast, and the lady was like $15. I was like, all right, for a buffet. I looked at the buffet. I don't know if they were fucking with me or what was going on, but that was the world shittiest buffet I've ever seen. I seen better buffets at a homeless shelter than the one they had here. And the eggs were burnt, the bacon was raw. was shit. So I didn't eat breakfast for the most part. I didn't eat till like late lunch, and I had one slice of pizza because I'm trying not to be fat anymore. So anyway, um, the hotel is nice, food is okay. At the bar down here, the burgers was really good, and the pizza was actually good. But the pizza took like 45 minutes to make, so maybe they did make it fresh. Hey, Grit and Grace, what's going on? I had an In-N-Out burger, double. In-N-Out is a shit, man. I really, I am convinced In-N-Out burger is like the best. What's going on? What's up, man? Good. I'm super sold on In-N-Out. And listen, it's Five Guys first. If there's a Five Guys In-N-Out, I'm gonna go to Five Guys. If it's In-N-Out and Whataburger, I'm gonna go. That's a toss-up between Whataburger and In-N-Out. But I'm probably gonna lean towards In-N-Out. If it's Whataburger or Shake Shack, I'm going to Whataburger. Eggs need 3-year finance. The eggs is insane. No way In-N-Out. Five Guys is, I think, is better. Five Guys is the law, as far as I'm concerned. Sorry. But yeah, the pizza wasn't bad here. Like I was. What about Fat Burger? I don't think I had Fat Burger. I don't think so. Oh, so speaking of Fat Burger, thank you. I made the mistake in going to a Wally. I think a lot of you guys ever heard of this place. This Wally is like a rip-off Bucky's, right? So I go on the Wally, and I felt such like a turncoat backstabbing dick face going to Wally's versus the Bucky. Because what happened when I stopped at the Wally? I go to Wally, I get their bullshit, and then about 50 miles down the road, I see the first Bucky sign. And I started punching the steering wheel because that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for a Bucky. Um, I was waiting for a Bucky. I wasn't waiting, I didn't want to go to Wally. And Wally was just like a ripoff. It was weird, man. It's like you go in there and these people were like playing themselves. And these people were playing themselves. I've never seen anything like it. It was just, yeah, my family's fine. Yeah, but Wally's a rip-off Bucky's. It's strange. It's like you go in there and it's like a carbon copy of Bucky's. They try to be like Bucky's, and you're just like, this is stupid. And I felt like disloyal going into Wally's. I don't think I'll go back into Wally ever again. Oops, wrong. I'm not talking about deep dish. Okay, so anyway, yo, listen, Bucky's has the best sandwiches, right? They have that what is that called? Not the skirt steak. Oh God, I'm drawing a blank. Not the pulled pork. Oh, I can't think of the meat right now. It's like on the tip of my tongue. But they also have a good like egg, bacon, cheese biscuit thing. They have like one of the best. Brisket. That's what it is. They got a great brisket sandwich. Thank you, Ozark. Brisket sandwich. That's what it is. They have Bucky's has a good. Wally's brisket wasn't bad. I can't knock it. Was not a bad sandwich, but you just felt like a sellout shopping at Wally. That's all. And interestingly enough, I think Wally is I think Wally, guys, is formatted after National Lampoon Vacation, the Wally World, because they had the um, station wagon from National Lampoon, not the exact one, but a replica of National Lampoon in front of Wally. And I'm like, that makes sense. Wally World. Movie is a good movie, but again, like I said, never going in that place again. So enough of Wally World burgers and pizza. Um, so I started thinking about guys about what it would take to rebuild this country, and if this country collapses, if we go back to square one, we are ultimately screwed in trying to rebuild this country because the ideologies are going to take place, the egos that are going to step in, the bad and evil intentions are going to be or run rampant trying to rebuild this country. So of course, after watching the movie Civil War, I was like, it's not going to be that clean. It's not going to be that clean. It's not going to be that simple. It's going to be a lot of bloodshed. There's going to be a lot of people taking advantage of the situation. It's going to be a lot of bad shit.
Hit that like and subscribe.
Thank you. Hit the like and subscribe, guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's movies make it simple. It's not going to be simple at all. And movies make a lot of shit simple, and a lot of things are not simple. And the political ideologies are going to be the first one to pretty much wreck this country into trying to be rebuilt, because these are the people who have their own political agendas and want that power. Power is undoubtedly something people want. Damn near everybody wants it. And trying to rebuild the country back to its normal status is never going to happen. The country will never be the same. Look at 9/11, look at COVID. The country has never been the same. Even after the Great Depression, the country changed. And the country will continue to change. And if the country breaks down, if there's a collapse, forget it. George Floyd, thank you, Tony Smith. George Floyd's another one, right? Changed the country forever, right? A fucking crackhead did that. So imagine a collapse of the country. So obviously, guys, the political parties, you're going to have the far right and the far left fighting out to see who's going to have power. You're going to have people who stand in the middle. They're going to do one or two things. They're going to, emotions and desires, very good, Tony Smith. They're going to do one or two things. They're going to join either the left or right, or they're going to try to start their own third party. Now, there'll be multiple parties of the far left, far right, and people in the middle. But where everything gets interesting is who's going to win that battle. How are they going to sway people to join their party and to join their fight? Right? That's where it becomes, because, yeah, Johnny 308, there will be no same parties. There will be no, what is that? Two wings of the same bird kind of deal. That'll be gone, because there'll be no commonality trying to rebuild this country. That's going to be the problem. Because if this country truly collapses, we won't have people on the same page anymore. We won't have a system playing us. If he drops that piece, I'm going to fucking laugh. Okay, Jody over there, who has, what is that, beans, buckets, and Bible, has his pizza hanging over the ledge. Man, if he drops it, I'm going to break his balls. But anyway, so that's one problem, is the political ideologies. Then you're going to have the egos. And that's where that desire for power and money comes from. That's going to be people looking at a position and going, you know what? I want to run this country because I want more power. I want more money. That's what we're going to run into. You eating Papa John's?
Yeah.
That is shit-ass pizza, man.
Look, bro,
shit-ass pizza.
I had real pizza.
Where?
But Dudley bussed me up on this.
Peru, he ordered that and sent that here.
You want me to tell him about prepping?
No, I want you to talk about that shitty pizza that you just ordered.
I'll bust them up, so I'm prepping for tomorrow right here.
Oh, you got one.
Awesome. Yeah, I had to. This thing's awesome, man.
Yes, it is.
This thing is very awesome. Only the big cities, not good pizza. Yeah, well, right. Only big cities have good pizza. This place doesn't.
Oh, no, not at all.
They got one spot around the corner.
Well,
like it.
they had a good one down here. It was decent.
Yeah.
It's better than Papa John's.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Papa John.
I made this.
You're eating it and loving it.
Once you leave the East Coast, it's either Flying J truck stops.
Pizza?
Yeah, for pizza.
Really?
Pizza's banging. Yeah. Either
Okay.
there and sometimes Casey's.
No shit. Casey's too?
Yeah. That's the best pizza that you're going to get in the area.
Some people are saying no way.
Yeah,
They're like, no.
Man, but Flying J, as a
no doubt.
Yeah,
truck driver. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna try it on my way back. If I get
Just get you a
if
big
I get
old slice.
if I get sick, guess what, motherfucker? In?
Yeah.
Domino has stuffed crust. No one likes Domino. Somebody say KC Pizza here.
Yep. See, I told you about Casey's.
I thought you lived in the city, man.
What?
You're supposed to slap my hand down when I touch that thing.
I wasn't worried about it. It takes strength to pull this out. You don't have that strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't lose in my tug of war today. You did though.
I had chicks on my team, man.
Hey, why are you talking shit about my wife, bro? She was pulling harder than you. Hurt your arm.
She was, yeah. She trapped my arm when she pulled on it. She was the only one pulling.
Yeah.
Everybody else sucked, huh?
You should try pulling too.
Yeah. Man, if I didn't have my butter sneakers on, I would have been fine. So, yeah, I'm gonna blame the shoes on this one.
But all right, see, I'm heading back to my room.
Roger that, man.
Shalom.
Shalom, man. Sorry about that, guys. The pizza conversation, but I'm definitely gonna try the Flying J's when I get back on the road Sunday. Give it a try and see what it is. So yes, somebody was mentioning Constitution just about like a minute ago. Constitutionalists are going to be another group of people trying to restore America back to its. No, I wasn't Team Crunchy. I was Team Peanut Butter Smooth or some shit like that. I don't know which. I was on the opposite bear. But the Constitutionalists, guys, those are going to be the people that are going to try to restore America back to its original, the way it was. And I mean, when I mean the original, I'm talking about like back when the Constitution was written. And Constitutionalists are going to be another group of people that might lean towards joining or helping the far right fight versus the left. Because the left, they're going to want everything changed. They're going to want the Constitution destroyed. They're going to want to start from scratch. And it doesn't matter where you lie on the right, whether you're far right or middle right, you do not want the left to win at all. Now, there are some left-leaning middle that might want the Constitution reinstated too, with their little flavor to it or flair, but that's a different, again, that's a different fight. So there's going to be too many ideologies fighting to get this country either back on track or totally different. We're going to have to fight everyone to get the country back to the way it was. And granted, guys, if the collapse happens, the country will never come back to the way it was. Even if you have constitutionalists that follow the Constitution to a T, it's never going to be the same. Just isn't. We're in constitutional crisis now. Yeah. Seedless rye? No, thank you. Anyway, so constitutionalists are definitely, and they're going to be the people I'm probably going to lean with, because far right might go too damn far, and the far left, forget it. Anybody north of the middle left, I wouldn't even consider. Middle left, I would consider, because some of their ideologies are not that bad. But yeah, listen, it's one of those things that I think about, because I overthink. This is why I talk about the shit I talk about. NJ Prepper with 2 kids running. If I saw everybody down there running, my dumb ass would run down there to see why they're running. I'm like one of those idiots, right? Like, why is everybody running? And I run down there and I'm like, oh, this is why we're running, you know? What's worth saving at this point? Just what we have now. I mean, granted, guys, we go back to the original state of the country, we can get rid of a lot of shit. We can get rid of people watching us on a daily. We can get rid of the surveillance that we have. We can get rid of a lot of shit. A lot of shit. The problem with we're going back to square one is that we're going back to square one. And that also has its own problems. Nothing that I'm saying, guys, or presenting is going to be scot-free or easy. Not at all. Not even by a long shot. Nonetheless, it's just a conversation we're having, and ideas that I'm throwing out there, and ideas on what's going to happen to the country. Because again, nothing I'm saying is concrete. This is just my ideas of what's going to happen and what could happen if the country needs to be rebuilt. I wish I knew fucking everything, but I don't. Yes, I'm still in Arkansas. Fort Smith, Arkansas. Fort Smith, listen, guys, Fort Smith, I don't want to talk about it. It's a very desolate town. St. Louis was worse. I thought St. Louis, I drove around St. Louis, and there was like maybe 50 people I saw on the street between my hotel and the Gateway Arch. Maybe 50 people. So, everybody keeps saying Embassy Suite. That's pretty interesting. You need to go to Washington Street? That's in St. Louis? No shit. Is that a bad street? I would have gone if you would have said something, but nobody knew I was in St. Louis, so that's my fault. I spy a guy with pizza downstairs. Yeah, oh yeah, that's Jody. That's Jody with his fucking his stupid Papa John's, and he's carrying that shit proudly too. I hope he drops it. But anyway, not the point. Um, and he goes spam restaurants there. Ha 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 ha. All right. So guys, other issue, not another issue, but along with the political ideologies and the religious ideologies are going to be a bigger problem, especially if you get what I call crusaders, those trying to make the world clean again. And when I say clean, I mean clean, right? Those are the guys that are going to want to sit there and reset everything. They want people to be punished for their sins. Those are the people who follow the Bible to a T. They are probably going to be a fringe group. Nonetheless, they're going to be a problem. They're not going to have big input on this country being rebuilt, but they will undoubtedly cause a problem if you're traveling down somebody's dirt road or highway and they got it blocked off and they capture you and they're like, do you believe in such and such? Do you believe in a father? You believe in this? You know the scriptures of that? And you say no, they could possibly punish you for that. And when I mean punish you, I'm talking about permanently punishing you, not like, not tickling your feet and smacking you around a little bit. I'm talking about like, and I say tickling your feet because that's horrible. Don't tickle my fucking feet. That's the equivalent of like, that's bad. And I hate fucking that shit. I hate being tickled, period. It's dumb, stupid, and childish. So imagine just being tickled to death because you laughed so hard, you busted a vessel and died. So that being said, religious groups, fanatics, they're going to be the problem. But again, small fringe group of people that can still create a problem in rebuilding the country. You're not going to have everybody on board. When this country was being built, not everybody was on board. In fact, you had political parties fighting it out with one another as they were trying to make deals on what land to buy, who to fight, who to take on, how to wipe out the Native Americans. Like, it was just a conglomerate of shit that went on to build this country. By the way, when I was at the Gateway Arch, I did not know that Native Americans were heavy in that area. I had no clue. They have a bunch of books and museums down there on them. And there was one book I wanted to read about the Trail of Tears, the Cherokee Indians, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, that's sidetracking. Sorry. Like I said, guys, religious fanatics, they're definitely going to be a problem. They're going to hinder, but not stop the rebuilding of a country, if that makes sense. So I had more written down, but um, that's where it stands right now. So I'm going to cut this short in about another couple of minutes, but I do want to talk about the airborne bird flu that they're theorizing, or rather, they did a study with two bird farms. One was a duck farm, and the other one was a chicken farm. And the duck farm, if I'm not mistaken, was like sealed up tight kind of deal. And somehow the birds, somehow the birds in the duck area, the one that was sealed up, got sick from the bird flu, and they had to cull quite a few, not all of them, but quite a few. They had to cull them, and they were trying to figure out how did the bird flu get into a tightly sealed facility for these ducks, meaning these ducks were indoors, which can't be good. But anyway, so they got sick. They're theorizing that their only conclusion, sorry, they came up to is that it's airborne. Now, guys, here is the problem. If this is in fact airborne, we are going to be in for one hell of a ride should this thing get away from us, start infecting humans, and the lockdowns are going to be nothing like we've ever seen. And the other thing is, because they're going to play that card again, and they're going to play that card really hard this time, we're going to see some interesting shit with this new bird flu. Because the amount of fear that they're going to instill in people, and they're going to instill a lot of fear. And guys, I will bet my pension that a lot of you guys who stood strong with COVID will not stand strong with the will not stand strong with this new bird flu, especially if it's airborne. Uh, RWD, I heard about the crying. There's actually two in Congo. There's the crying virus, I think it is. And then there's the dancing virus. I think the dancing virus is in Congo, somewhere in Africa. And the dancing virus makes your body jolt, not like a seizure, but jolting. Again, there's a lot of shit coming out of Congo, and I'm trying to figure out why. Why there's so many new different diseases or diseases that have been dormant now coming out and all in Congo. Now, interestingly enough, guys, who was visiting Congo about a year ago or two? You guessed it, the fucking nerdy dude with the glasses that works for Microsoft. That guy was there. So, yeah, a lot of seemingly interesting shit is coming out of the Congo. For some reason, that region and that country only. I don't get it. Because you sent Mobutu back. Yes, Mobutu's fighting for his life right now in Africa as we speak. That guy is fucking, he's going through it right now. He's like, what the fuck did I come back to? I should have stayed in America. Yeah, fucko, you should have stayed. It was this was a nice country, but you left. So poor little Mobutu. But yeah, guys, again, this lockdown is not going to be cool. Like, not at all. And the amount of infighting we're going to see with this is going to be even worse because you're going to see a lot of people, man. You're going to see a lot of people fighting with each other, cursing each other out. The 6 feet apart rule, they're going to probably make it 12 because, again, it's airborne. Or they're going to tell you stay home. Or they're going to have you come out in shifts to go food shopping. Again, this is where it could go. I am not saying it's going there. I'm just saying that it's conveniently airborne now. And it's conveniently airborne when Trump gets into office. That's all I'm saying. Songbird, yes, just like it. Make hugging great again. Yeah. And it's I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, seriously, man? You know, like, he gets into office, now all of this crazy shit's happening? Hairspray, baby. But yeah, I would say, guys, load up on your ivermectin, fenbendazole. Start loading up on that stuff because I mean we don't know the benefits of that with the bird nonsense, but just have it just in case it does help. Um, the measles thing that's getting away from them in Texas. Apparently, the numbers doubled, and they're trying to falsify some of the deaths with the measles, and I found that to be interesting. And no, I'm not doing a what you call it tonight, a live stream on the Angry Truth. I'm not going to do that tonight. Actually, I didn't write anything out for tonight to talk about, so that was on me. I was busy, today with this. I snuck away to write a show on tonight. The Angry Truth won't be tonight, but I will try to squeeze. I will do 2 next week before I go to Vegas, and I will have some live streams in Vegas as well. So, but I won't be walking around because in Vegas they music everywhere, and this fucking video will be like blacklisted. But I'm almost 64. Well, listen, I mean, they could be shuttling money away or saving money because this next pandemic is going to be a fucking riot. It's going to be bad. But nonetheless, guys, it looks like something's going on. I just think that the coincidence of Trump going into office and then all of these things coming out, we're hearing about the bird flu, and though there are articles right now, there's one article stating the bird flu is not Trump's fault, but it's his to manage or deal with right now. And I'm like, damn. So listen, they're trying to angle the measles on RFK right now. They're trying to say that's his fault. Meanwhile, just the other day, he told people to go get your measles shot if you haven't had the measles yet. The problem with that is the measles vaccine takes a while to load into the system. You don't take it today and you're good tomorrow. It don't work that way. And if I'm not mistaken, you need 2 shots. You need 2 arm tickets for the measles. So he is telling people to get it, but they seemingly have doubled the numbers, and I think they're playing with those numbers, but I could be wrong. I haven't, it's not like I've never been wrong before, but it's just a very interesting situation that we are starting to see, especially with the upcoming of this nonsense. So, other than that, guys, I mean, listen, just keep abreast of what's going on. Pay attention to what's being created or what's being released or what is coming up in nature naturally. Keep abreast of that because this thing could go sideways in a hurry. Someone just asked a question. Anyone make any sense out of full spectrum survival? I don't know. What did he do? One shot, one kill. I don't think carrying is going to be the problem. I don't think that's going to be the bigger issue. I think the bigger issue is going to be the nonsense that's going to come out of this. Left him 3 years ago. He's nuts. Yes, listen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying not to become a kook too. Everything that I talk about, I'm trying to think of both sides, both sides of the aisle. Is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sit there and tell you this could be a serious issue, or this could be nothing. I'm not going to dive all in and be like, "Oh, we're dead and we're toast, guys. Drink up." I'm not going to say that shit. But because listen, the problem is anything is possible, right? This could just very well be a fluke. This bird flu nonsense, not a fluke, but it could be like a legitimate thing, or just the timing of it is just a little too coincidental, if you ask me. But nonetheless, here we are. We have to entertain every possibility, guys, every possibility. We can't entertain one or the other. We entertain all possibilities so that we cover our bases and so we're not surprised, right? The bird flu is gaining momentum, but it's gaining momentum a little slower than I thought. But nonetheless, they're talking about airborne now. And this, again, this isn't in the Czech Republic, so it's not here yet. But it's definitely, they're definitely talking about it. That's for sure, about it being airborne. The key to surviving Wednesdays. Yeah, and that's the other thing, guys. I mean, not for nothing, right? But the sky is falling, and every day it's World War III, and every day, it's a zombie apocalypse, and every day it's a new disease. Now it's seemingly a new disease every week. Every time I go to Africa Gazette, I'm like, what is it today? What new nonsense did they find? The dancing virus or disease? Who the fuck ever heard of that? And then what was it, the crying one? I never heard of that. Like, these things are just coming out of the woodworks now. It's fucking the season of the fucking. Like, it's just, there's always something that they're trying to introduce, or they're finding something new, and it doesn't. And here's the other thing, guys. This is why I said we gotta explore all of the angles because the media is also playing a huge role in spreading this nonsense. The media is sitting there and every little disease that's found, they're going all in and telling us that this could get us or that we shouldn't worry about it. But meanwhile, their article made it sound like you were going to die 6 days ago. But then at the bottom of the article, they go, well, scientists say you don't have anything to worry about. So again, it's good to put it on your radar, but don't flip out about it. Until one of these things take off, until you get over, I don't know, a few thousand people passed away or sick, or you see the rate growing at an alarming rate, there's nothing to really worry about. Just talk about it, put it on your radar, make sure your family members know, and then you move on. It's pretty much where we go from there. There's the Old Woman Club down there. I think those are the ladies from the event. So if you guys can look down here, straight down, right here is the start of the waterfall. This waterfall is like 5 stories or some shit like that. It starts out there and then walks all the way down to the bottom. Because this hotel's so old, it doesn't work anymore. So I was looking for it to work, and they said the shit hasn't worked in a while. So, all right. What did you guys go to that place? You said, why did we go to that place? I'm not sure if you're talking to me or somebody else. But Embassy Suite. Everybody keeps saying Embassy Suite. Listen, this could have been, all right, This could have been an embassy suite because you guys are really fucking hooked on this embassy suite shit. Oh, Tony, I didn't choose this one. Bear and his company did. They chose this one. His peoples they chose this one. Because I asked him the same thing. I was like, why the fuck in the middle of Fort Smith, Arkansas, and and they were like, well, because it's close to the base and this, that, and the third, and this is the only facility that allows them to have the amount of people they have attend. And I was like, all right, that makes sense. Thank you for the donation. Sunny days. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. And everybody's hung on this embassy suite shit. This is the Wyndham Hotel. It could have been an embassy suite a while ago, but this hotel looks like it was stuck in the early 80s, late 70s, maybe the mid 70s, but everybody loves them in some embassy suite, huh? This is an embassy suite? Are you staying in an embassy suite? No. Dan Phillips, no bugs in the room, thank God. Someone said definitely an embassy suite with the trees and the streams inside. There's no trees in here. Arkansas. Fort Smith, Arkansas, guys. That's where I am. Oh, yeah, one of the guys. All right, I guess he's watching me or not. But kind of Motel 6-ish, whatever. Sunny days. Thank you again for the donation. Appreciate it. This fucking trying to touch the camera. I'm like, trying to mark certain things on the camera, and I'm like hoping I'll knock this thing over, and because you guys will get a nice view if it does fall. You guys will get an awesome falling view, and then my camera's done. Thank you, Patty. That's right. The carpet looks dated. Look at this shit. I'll show you right now. That's nothing says 1970s like this fucking carpet. You know? I mean, it screams, Disco Inferno in here. Like I said, never seen anything like it. Not that I've never seen. I mean, there are other hotels that are really bad. Matter of fact, mommying it up. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I stayed in those many times. Yeah, again, this is, I mean, listen, it's not a terrible hotel, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. The room that I'm in, I could fucking break dance in there. There's so much room in there. I'm like, it's fucking activities for all my friends, right? Fucking hopscotch, jump rope. I mean, it's a huge hotel room, you know? Bed bugs. Yeah, well, listen. Oh, so here's a trick for bed bugs, guys. I saw this online. I thought this was pretty cool, and it makes sense. Take an iron the corner of your bed with the sheets on it, and you don't have to make the iron that hot, but hot enough to draw the bed bugs out, because bed bugs are drawing the heat, body heat, that is. And if you hit the corner of the bed, you'll see whether or not you have bed bugs, because some of them will rise or none of them will rise at all. Yeah, obviously, if none of them rise, you don't have any, but you should get some kind of rise out of it. But yeah, that was a quick tip. I saw that online, and the guy did it, and the bed bugs rose. I was like, yo, no, thank you. Obviously, you check the mattress as well, because you have to check the mattress for like little blood stains up by like the head area. If you listen, you got to do all that every time you check into a hotel. That's pretty bad. But once you can also do a bed bug report before you go to those hotels. So think about it that way. I'd be walking my ass out to my car. I hear you. Um, Once they have a bed bug issue, they're supposed to report it. At least corporate is supposed to report it. Yeah, yeah, it's tiny little specklets of blood. You'll see it. You'll notice it. When you lift up the mattress cover and you look around the edges, and you look underneath, you look around the edges, you should notice that. And in a lot of hotels, the modern hotels, they should have bed bug covers on them anyway. I don't know what the laws are at every state, but I know, like in New York, you have to have bed covers, and I know that a lot of hotels companies started putting bed covers on all their mattresses so that they avoid having to change out their mattresses, because they're very expensive. They're not cheap, that's for sure. Yeah, like I watched a video of this lady who said, I stay at a hotel, this is what I do. She turned her hotel room into Fort Knox. I've never seen anything like it. She's like, I do this, I do that, I put this on, I have this. I'm like, then why fucking go on vacation? If you got to do all of that, you're not having fun. I mean, the lady had everything and the chair in front of the door. She put like a hanger around the handle, and then she put the hotel stopper. She put a thing in front of the door. She opened up one of the closets in front of the chair that's in front of the door. I'm like, who the fuck you think is coming in after you? Like, you think a guy's like, oh shit, room 508, let me go in. No, you know, like some people are just really paranoid, like super paranoid. Yeah, if you take spam and you smush it and you put it at the foot of your door, when the bad guy comes in, he'll slip on it and then die. Well, probably not in that aspect, but yeah. Yeah, spam's gonna save me tonight. Sleep in a bathtub. Did you see it? Flown grown. Did you see that video where the lady slept in her shower because she's paranoid of someone breaking into her home? She had cameras all over her house, and I thought it was a joke, but people said she was real. People said that she was a real lady who has cameras all over her house. She puts a dummy in her car, leaves the car running all night so that bad guys think there's somebody in the car. She has a decoy dummy in her bed. She sleeps in the bathroom. I'm like, I'm hoping that was like a parody of some kind. But people were saying she was real. I don't understand that, man. Oh, and she has her cousin up between the hours of 1 and 4 checking the monitors for $20 a night or some crazy shit like that. I'm like, I hope she was joking. But she didn't seem like she was joking, and she seemed like a kook. She seemed legitimately crazy. And if she isn't and she's acting, she's the greatest actress I've ever seen because she played it off really good. But yeah, that was a crazy video. I was like, yo, if I could find that video, I'll post it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Her her whole thing was fucking bizarre. Sunny Day said I had 2 attacks in my life. Really? Yeah, people were like, "What are you, part of the drug cartel? Who's coming after you like that?" You know, like it was crazy. I've never seen anything like it. It was a bizarre video, and I thought I was laughing at first because I'm like, I thought it was funny, and people were like, in the comments, people were saying, you know, can you see Lorena, Lenora, can you see what coming out? But not the cartel, maybe they're very slow moving. Again with this fucking embassy suite questions. People are stuck on this embassy suite shit. I am in a Wyndham hotel, not an embassy suite. Two different companies, I might add. If I'm not mistaken, Embassy is Hilton, and Wyndham is their other rival company. Marriott, I think. Wyndham is Marriott. Two different companies. Did Lenora answer because I was bed bugs? Oh yeah, bed bugs are slow moving, that's for sure. Jonathan with his 5x5, all 50 minutes late and shit. But thank you for the 5x5. Yes, but bed bugs come out at night. They come out because of the warmth of the human body. And I read somewhere, the carbon dioxide from the body, right? Not monoxide, but dioxide from the body. Because that's how they sense you're sleeping in a bed as well. Both the carbon dioxide from the body and hopefully I'm saying that right, and the warmth of your body brings them out. But yeah, it's something you really don't want to fucking deal with, and it's something you do not want to take home. It's all fun and games when you're at the fucking hotel, but bringing a bed bug home isn't fucking fun. I'll tell you that much right now. Especially if you got a lot of shit or you're a hoarder, you got a lot of books. They love hiding in books. They love hiding in outlets. So you don't want to bring a bed bug home. I'd rather bring home roaches than bed bugs. At least roaches you can deal with. Bed bugs you can't. I mean, you can. It just takes a long time to exterminate them completely. It can take up to a year to get rid of bed bugs. So always keep that in mind. TSA gives a reach around looking for bed bugs. I hope not. Yeah, bed bugs love my chair, apparently. I tell you one thing. All of the guys from Grindstone Ministry that are here, they're like all in bed now because they're old. We're all old. None of us want to hang out. No one ever suggests, hey, you want to hang out? Nope. When 9 o'clock rolls around in 5 minutes, everybody is like in their corners. Everybody's hidden away. Oh no, listen, I can stay up late too, especially now with my sleep schedule being fucked up. But like I would rather be indoors at 9 o'clock and like just chilling or reading or some shit. I'm in bed at 9, out by 10, up by 5. That's cool. That's good. But I used to listen. I used to be a hardcore night owl. I used to go to sleep when the sun was coming up, and then I had to be responsible and start getting better sleep because it was affecting my health. Sleep affects your weight loss too. If you're looking to lose weight and you have shitty sleep, you're not gonna do the two. Not all of us, not all of us in Grindstone are in bed early. Fair enough, but most people are. Everybody's like, "Oh man, I'm so tired and old. I gotta go to bed. I gotta have my milk and cookies and go lay down." For the most part, not everybody, but for the most part, everybody's all jacked up and shit. Daylight saving needs to go. That's what a lot of people keep saying. They were actually pushing that for a little bit about getting rid of the daylight savings. We shall see. We shall see where this goes. But I tell you what, I'm not looking forward, guys. I'm not looking forward to the drive back home. I'll tell you that shit right now. I am completely out on that crap. I'm like, I got to do it because I got to get back into the city. But Solar, visit Solar. Indiana's thinking of getting rid of it. Yeah, a couple places are, and I think they want to get rid of it nationwide. I know they were talking about that. Um, and they did it for farmers, right? If I'm not mistaken, maybe it's almost, yes, it's almost 10 o'clock your time. Yeah, because it's almost 9 o'clock this time. So in 3 more minutes, it'll be 9 o'clock. But I'm gonna run this to an even hour because why not? Um, Embassy Suite, huh? Now you guys got me fucking looking around to see if I can find like old Embassy Suite insignia somewhere. You know what? That would make sense because the potted plants, there's no plants in the pots. If you guys can see right there, that used to be a pot, but it had plants out. Maybe it was. Who gives a shit? It's the Wyndham now. And I'm not a fan of Wyndham. I like staying at Hilton's because I'm trying to get Hilton points. I'm that petty asshole who has to stay at a Hilton to get my points so I can get like my free night, my free bottle of water. Yes, I'm that idiot. And yes, that is a thing. You move up in grades, you get like more amenities as you move up the ladder. Right now, I think I'm a silver. I'm trying to get the gold. Trying to get to the gold status, but whatever. Yes, free bottle of water. This girl just said she thought I had a machine gun. First of all, what is a machine gun? One, two. Why would I have a machine gun? And three, why the hell did she think that? I mean, she's a kid, so they don't know any better. I'm tinfoil status. The bar's still open. I'm gonna get something to drink. Not drink, but I'm gonna get something to drink. Wait, really? Someone just told me they're doing donuts at the top of the parking lot, but Dudley's in his room, so that means he's watching them do donuts at the rooftop. There's a parking garage. So this is what you would call exposure one, which is the front of the building, and his room is facing the front, and he's watching them do donuts on the roof. He just emailed me. Yeah, it's a gimbal. Like that's the crazy shit, and it's not even good. It's like a tripod. That's why it's so still. Because you guys don't want me holding it. For some reason, my hands have been shaking a lot lately. Um, and so, like, you don't want me to hold it. Like, you saw me holding it earlier when I was going through Bear's thing. I looked like I had fucking Parkinson's. Adam, if I was a different dude or I wasn't the only black guy in this fucking hotel, I'd probably get away with water balloons. But if I tried it now, they'd be like, it's the Negro on the ninth floor. You know, like I get found out easy. I can't blend in well, guys. I cannot blend in well here in Arkansas or Fort Smith, Arkansas. I stand out like a sore thumb. So there is that. Dudley is the only other black guy here, and then there was a friendly Negro running around somewhere, and we all did the Negro nod when we saw each other. My brother, you know, and then we went our separate ways. But yeah, the this is still a nice area though, even being the only It's like you can't play Find Waldo or Find the Angry Prepper. There he is, you know, like he can't mesh, he can't blend in. But this is a cool area though. I am enjoying this trip. I'm not looking forward to the car ride back home. That's all. Like I'm really not. I'm out on that shit. Wait, no one told me there's a secret nod. Yes, there is a secret nod. That nod I can never show you guys. That's how secret it is. But if you pay attention, you'll probably pick up on it every now and again. But it's a nod. It's a nod we give each other. Especially when you're in an area that's like could potentially go sideways. You give each other the nod. And it is a real thing. People think I'm like full of shit. I'm like, it's real. Springfield, Missouri, Dr. D, what's going on? I was in Springfield yesterday, driving through. I'll call you 7 or 8 times on the drive. Yes, to keep me from nodding off. Hell yeah. Nice one, LPF X. That was actually a good one. Polynesian known to nod. At Bass Pro. Dr. D, I don't want to stop at Bass Pro because 1, I don't have any money. 2, I have to save what little money I have for the Vegas trip. Because if I go into Bass Pro, I'm going to come out broke. Right? That's how it's going to work. No one goes into Bass Pro and not walk out with anything. It's like walking into Walmart. You walk into Walmart with this idea that I'm just going to get a pack of underwears and a toothbrush. That is the list you go in with. Have a good night. That is the list you go in with, right? You go in with this list of a pack of toothbrush and a pack of underwears. You fucking walk out with a couch and a TV set and 3 French presses that you don't need. But you went in there with a game plan. You walked out because Walmart said otherwise. Because Walmart is smart. Just the way everything is designed and where everything is set up and the color codes and all that shit, they get you. They get me every time. Every time I'm like, I'm going in to get a toothbrush or I'm going to get some toothpaste, I walk out with $200 worth of shit. How they get me? They're like, sucker. I've never seen anybody go into Walmart, grab one thing and walk out. Never. Don't grab a cart. If your list is that short, don't grab a cart. I don't. Because I walk around like a fucking idiot with everything in my hand, like a balancing act. It's crazy. Because like I said, I'm just getting this. So I don't grab a cart. And then I walk through the place and now everything's in my hand. And I'm putting everything like, putting shit in my pockets and under my shirt so I can carry it. It just turns into a balancing act after a while. That's because you put shit you need in the back. Yeah, you're right. You're right. United States. Yo, listen, it's not even advertising because like I'll go there and I'll be like, yo, I could use and then X, Y, and Z, right? And then you look at the price and you go, oh, that's cheap. Oh, that's fairly low. That's not bad. That's a low price. And then you walk out and you look $200 and you're like, what the fuck costs $200? All of this shit that you said was cheap. But with that being said, it is 9:03. I am going to go off the air, guys. It's going to be 10 o'clock my time in about 30 seconds or 35 seconds. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I do appreciate it as always. I think I might do a live stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll try to do another one driving, but I'll make sure I'm by like a major town and hopefully my phone's not heating up because that was the problem the first time. My phone was heating up. That's why it was giving me shit. So hopefully it won't heat up. I'll try to do one driving back. If it doesn't work, then the next time you see me is next Tuesday for the double header. Other than that, guys, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it as always. Yeah, man. You guys be good, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.